All right, so during this closure, we have a lot of questions. We're getting a lot of questions about like specific topics of maybe like what do I eat? That is a huge one. When everything else is closed down, realistically, like me and Kevin, like what do you do, Kevin, specifically?
What do I eat? Definitely with things that are closed down, you can't. A lot of stores are short on stuff too. So like, if you go to Walmart, a lot of times you're not gonna be able to find your frozen chicken or your beef that you normally would find. So you got to kind of get creative. What I do on things like this is I probably do rotisserie chickens because they cook them.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
then you just break them apart and you have yourself chicken or at least protein for that day or 2 days, depending on how much you need to eat. But definitely try and maintain some form of health guidelines to where you're eating, clean or eating healthy, instead of just trying to get things ordered or eating frozen pizzas or hot pockets. Because I know that's a big one. But yeah, I try and maintain some kind of healthy eating style or habit. That way you're, not totally, if you can't get into the gym, you're not totally undoing everything that you've worked so hard for. So that's something. I mean, what about you? What do you try and
Damage control, that's all it is. It's damage control. Nobody's prepared for this unless you
That's
just
true.
have some kind of crazy out of this world plan for that. For everything to be shut down, you cannot be prepared for your favorite food place to be shut down or your favorite foods not to be available, whether it's beef, chicken, rice, or whatever. So you've got to, going out to eat, you have to be vigilant and constantly looking it up, being prepared, pre-prepared, finding the best meal out that you can, and going for that. So look up your meals beforehand. Always be tracking, no matter what, because if you come out of this and you go restaurant to restaurant without looking up or tracking, you could do a lot more damage. Like I said, damage control, a lot more damage at the end of this than you really want to. Also, maintaining your workouts while you eat is a huge thing. So eating is number one. It's 85% of what you're wanting to find. Working out's 15, but you can't have one without the other, realistically. So that's a big thing. Food is your first defense against losing muscle mass and losing your gains, whether it's leaning out or whatever it is.
That's one thing that we probably should address is the whole idea of losing gains.
Yeah.
Like I know Instagram and social media is like flat out just, oh bro, I'm gonna lose all my gains now.
Yeah.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, like Josh was saying, if you're eating right, if you're maintaining a good clean diet and you're having things like vegetables and fruit that help with your immune system, then you're not gonna lose them as quickly. If we're stuck in this environment where we're quarantined and things for weeks on end, you're not going to lose so much if you're eating healthy.
Exactly. You're not just going to go down to nothing. Your muscle mass cannot literally lose that fast. As long as you're maintaining a decent exercise regimen, hitting some moderately heavy. If you're available, you have weights available, hit those definitely. And then that food, you're going to maintain your protein intake, maintain your carbohydrate intake, and maintain your fat intake, and you should be maintaining the majority of your muscle mass, majority of your gains, maintaining your fat, if not cutting more, because your body's not used to these kind of exercises. So this is like worst case scenario for your diet. Literally worst case scenario. Like if you're on a really good diet and all your food places, like your favorite food places shut down, or you just you go to the grocery store and they're out of your favorite peanut butter, like the all natural specific kind that you like, it's hard to keep that motivation up and want to continue to go. So you got to pick your best choices out of the lesser of the two evils, mind you. Keep those tracking goals constant. Don't ever stop at one point. Just say, oh, it's not even worth it now, I can't get to the gym. You still got your home workouts, you still got everything else. just continue from there. That's
Yeah.
really the biggest thing. Is just don't get too down on yourself. Like literally, this is just a bump in the road. We'll get over this. The worst thing that you can do for your immune system is not eat healthy, like Kevin was saying, and not work out, because you're actually compromising the biggest portion of your immune system. So definitely keep those two up. That's huge.
I'd say that's huge. On that note, follow us on social media, Facebook,
Absolutely.
Instagram, YouTube, and we'll be posting home workouts for you to go along with things like how to eat in this quarantine environment. It's crazy. It's crazy times.
Crazy Corona.